Hello, friends. It is Tooltip Tuesdays. This is Aubrey with Crybaby Sentimental Homestead, and I want to talk to you about a product that I found on MiGardener, which would be great for gardeners and preppers. It depends on what you're into, but I really want to do a shout out to MiGardener. I love this YouTuber and gardener. He's got his whole little store here online, and I've given him a lot of business. This is not a sponsored. This is not a sponsored video. So I'm just here. I want to show you how I would look for the Hori. It's called a Hori-Hori. So just go to migardener.com and type in Hori, and that pulls up the bare bones Hori-Hori, which is the one I ordered. I have seen them at a local garden shop. However, they do not look as nice as this one. And this is the one I ordered, and it's already making my husband and older son, who's 20 years old, very jealous. And they're like, "Oh, did you get this for me?" I'm like, "No, that's for my garden. Don't be silly." um so it's a beautiful tool, and I will tell you, it makes you feel kind of like a warrior out in the garden. So it's called the Bare Bones Hori-Hori. It's $33.99. And I think that for a tool like this, that's, I've told you guys before, if you've watched any of my other videos, I tend to buy the junk item and then buy lots of them, right? Which is kind of what you have to do if you buy junky items. But this tool is very high quality, and it is something that you could pass down to your grandchildren. It's really, really nice. So it says it's a multi-purpose tool. It's a family heirloom in the making. Use the heat-tempered stainless steel hollowed back blade for sawing, digging, and slicing. Below the comfortable walnut wood handle is a twine cutter to keep you from rummaging through the garden shed. Made to last for generations, the Hori-Hori is a must-have in the garden, and it weighs about a pound and a half. The materials are walnut handle with a heat-treated stainless steel, and it is extremely sharp. So it should be used with caution and by adults. MiGardener has a video here. I will link it in my description box and in the comments. And he describes in the video that all you really need to maintain your tool is basically two different grades of sandpaper and linseed oil, which was something I wouldn't have thought of. So I'm definitely going to link that for you in the description. And my Hori-Hori is new. So his right there looks kind of rusty and older. He's had been using that for a long time. But in the video, which he shows, it shows him, it cleans up really nicely. Just really beautiful product. So I think this is a wonderful product to get. Um, and for $33.99, I think it's definitely a bargain. So think of the different uses you could use for it in the garden. I will love to be using this for digging in my harder soil, like in the pathways. If I have strawberry runners that have gotten away, I always like to transplant them before my husband or son get out there with a lawnmower. Um, I would run out there and get them out of the ground before that happens so that I can transplant all those little runners. I also think this would be a great tool to use as a prepping item. So, so if you're a gardener, I think this is a no-brainer. You need to have this tool. But for preppers, I think this would be another multi-use type tool that could be easily put in a bug out bag. It's very high quality and durable, and there are many reasons why you'd have to dig holes if you're in some kind of bug out situation. It does kind of like have this like saw blade on the side as well, and this multi-use tool piece here on the side. So I really think it would be very useful in many different situations. So it $33.99 is not too expensive if you wanted to get one for your garden that you use it constantly and then have one in a bug out bag, maybe buying two wouldn't be a bad idea. So I think it's great. And I'm going to be posting videos where you see me working in the garden using this tool. So if you want to see how I end up using it, I would definitely hit that subscribe button and whoopsies, hit the subscribe button and like, comment, and have you used this product before or something like it? When you hold this in your hand, it has a weight to it. It feels solid. It feels really high quality material. So I'm really looking forward to using this tool as just in the garden. I'm gonna mostly use it as like a little shovel, um, because it has a narrower blade than a handheld shovel, but it's sharp, so I don't have to go so wide when I'm going to dig something out. Like I said, for strawberry runners, I think it's gonna be perfect. Um, but many, many other uses. I'm going to be doing some experiments with it in my garden, and I'm going to include that in future videos. So, have you used a Hori-Hori before? And if you haven't, do you think that this is a good price point? Which I think for stainless steel and wood, I think it's a good deal. Okay, so I'm looking here at these different Hori-Horis. I searched um, in the search pane just Hori-Hori, and it pulled up this Wikipedia definition, which I think is very interesting. It says a Hori-Hori is a multi-purpose knife, sometimes referred to as a soil knife or a weeding knife. And in Japanese, Hori-Hori um, is onomatopoeia for a digging sound. It means to dig. So that's pretty cool. So Hori-Hori, it means to dig, which is spot on because that's what it's being used for. So I wanted to kind of look and see if this is a good price. So we are paying at MiGardener $33.99, and this is for the bare bones. It says right here. Pretty sure it says bare bones. Yeah, bare bones Hori-Hori. Um, I wanted to see if this is a good price for it. So here we look at this one here. It says Pottery Barn. We have some Amazon for $23.99, which you know that's interesting. It's saving $10, but and it says stainless steel, and it does have a sheath here, and maybe it comes with um maybe it comes with the sharpening stone as well. So that's interesting. I don't know if this is the same quality. It doesn't look to me from just looking at it that it's the same quality, but it does come with a sheath and it does come with the sharpening stone. So that's something to think about. I'm not sure about shipping and handling. Another one, Amazon, $24.99. That one has like it looks like measurements on the side, and looks like it comes with a sheath and a sharpening stone as well. Amazon, 15.95. Looks like it also might come with a sheath. So I'm looking here, Gardens Alive, 34.99. This looks a little bit closer to what we are getting with MiGardener, for $1 more. Let's take a look here. This one has much wider. I think this might actually be problematic to have the ridges that wide. I don't like the shape of it as much. And just my personal taste, I like the darker. No, you cannot have my where I am. What are you doing? Okay. Um, I like the darker color wood. Okay. There are some places it can't ship to, but that doesn't probably affect most of us. So they have a product here. And then I was looking here. This looks like almost the same tool, if not the same one. This one here is at Pottery Barn for, let's see, was that $6 difference? Yeah, for for $6 more, um, the same product. And it's the same product. Yeah. I'm almost 100% sure this is the same product here, but you're paying a good, $6 more at Pottery Barn. So, I was just scrolling through, and they do get kind of expensive. There are some Fiskars, 59.95, Vigo Garden, 59.95, Brex. So they're up to like $60. There are some that are cheaper, and there are some more that are a lot that are more expensive. The ones that are cheaper, it's kind of weird. They come with accessories, and I wonder sometimes you get the accessories in place of the quality. Like when you see it comes with a sheath and it comes with a sharpening tool, and it's two-thirds the price. I kind of wonder if that's to offset the idea that the quality of the tool itself is not there. So, I mean, you could, if you have a lot of money to spare, I guess you could buy one of the cheaper ones and then also buy the one from MiGardener. But the ones that are more expensive here, to me, they don't look better. And this one's bare bones as well. So, Brex Gifts, $50. So you're buying the same tool, and I think mine came with a sheath. I'll have to show you guys later in other videos, because I'm not gonna pull it out right now. But I'm pretty sure mine also came with this sheath. So you're paying $33.99 at MiGardener, $39.50 at Pottery Barn, or $49.99 at Brex Gifts. So where would you go to buy the bare bones Hori-Hori? I would definitely go with MiGardener. I also like his seeds. So while you're on here, you might as well shop for seeds, especially because they have a seed promo going on right now, which I thought it had ended because I did a big um, bulk seed order a couple weeks ago. They're a little bit behind right now on fulfilling the seed orders because they have been inundated with orders. So be patient. A lot of the seeds that you're probably buying are for next year because you're going to plant them in the spring. For a lot of them, not all of them. You could still do a winter garden. Um, but it says, it's going to take about 2 weeks. So be chill. So when you go to check out, if you buy some seeds, put final 50 for the promo code so you get that 50% off your seeds. Some of the seeds are really cheap. So I'm going to show you how I do my seed orders from MiGardener. And you'll see a lot of things are sold out. So I'm going to click in stock for availability. Okay. And if you have a certain area that you know that you want to plant, like if you only have a kind of a shady area, you can click partial sun. Or if that doesn't matter to you, that gives you more options. More seed varieties will pop up here. So if you look here, there's 173 products that are in stock. They had a lot more, but because of the promotion that they have, some of those are not available anymore. So you want to pop on here quick before these are gone. So look here, there's all different kinds of basils, which last year I went crazy. I think I bought all of them. Um, Lots of different kinds of beans, lots of brassicas. Beets are a great garden crop to do. A lot of people don't. A lot of people skip beets, but they're really good. The beet greens are edible as well, just like Swiss chard. So lots of choices here. So like I'm saying, these things would be for next year. Corn is for next year. You might be able to get a couple cucumbers. I don't know. Um, Birdhouse gourd would be for next year. Just going to scroll through so you can kind of see what they have a little bit. Slow bolt cilantro, that will be great for now. Amaranth, since you can eat the greens, you could grow that now. Okay, fenugreek. Fenugreek, you actually can eat the leaves. So you could do that now and in a pot, and then bring it inside if it doesn't get to the stage for harvesting in time before it frosts. Kales are great because they do well with colder weather. I'm really interested in growing the epazote, if I'm saying that correctly. I haven't grown it, but I have the seeds. Why do I keep waiting? Calypso cilantro. So a lot of these things here, lettuces, as our weather is starting to cool down, is a good time. All these melons, you're going to be buying them to grow next year. So you can go here and scroll through yourself. There's lots of seeds on here. Now really wanted to point out that these seeds are usually $2 a packet, which means with the promo code, you're getting them for $1 a packet, which is, I just think, incredible. So, especially if you want to try something that you're like, I'm not sure if I want to get a whole packet for $5 or $6 at another website. I only want a few seeds. Then you can go, okay, well, I've never grown this before, and it's te- usually kind of a smaller seed packet. Um, it's going to tell you here on the side, 25 seeds. I think that's a good number of seeds for those, and it tells you the information. I will tell you, the seed packets themselves from MiGardener are wonderful. On the back of the seed packets, it gives you the critical information you need to know, like um, days to harvest. I know that sounds um, kind of basic, but you would be surprised how many seed companies inconsistently include that information. It might be on one packet, but not on another. But MiGardener has days of maturity on all of the packets. It's also very helpful. It tells you whether it's annual, whatever. You don't have to read a whole paragraph. You can just go, okay, I just need to know if it's an annual or perennial. I want to know if it's going to be full sun, partial sun, or shade. I need to know how many days of maturity. This information is on the side margin of every packet, so you can skim it so fast. You don't have to like, oh, where is that information, and look and dig around. So that's super super helpful. Okay, and from what I recall, the shipping was free. So yeah, I'm gonna go back to the main website so you can get that code again. Final 50, all caps. Don't forget to put final 50, all caps, in the the code, that little bar when they ask you, do you have a code? Put in final 50 so you get 50% off seeds. It's not going to give you 50% off the Hori-Hori, but it would give you 50% off some of the seeds. Now there are some seeds that are like special collections, and those are not $2. But you still get the 50% off, which is fabulous. So there were some packets that I ended up paying a couple dollars for, but they were a special collection. So most of the seed packets you're going to be getting for $1 using that final 50 code for MiGardener. And I'll tell you that this MiGardener has made this brand and this company um, with just really a great attitude, and um, just I think he's a really sweet person. So I would love to direct some business his way. I'm sure he probably doesn't need my recommendation, but um, I like to share. Sharing is caring. I like to share when I see someone doing a good job. So I really love this company. Definitely recommend that you buy the Hori-Hori from him, and don't waste your money buying the same product. Look here, $60 at Brex. It's the same. That's the same tool. It's the same thing. So I think that means it's great quality, but it's the same tool. Why would you pay 49 here or 59.99 here when you can buy? Just go here. dig around uh, and get your bare bones Hori-Hori from MiGardener, and you know you're buying this from a person who's has a, I don't know if you call it a small business anymore. I think he's got employees and everything. So, but it's still somewhat of a small business compared to, um, like these big guys here, you know, and these other ones here, like I normally would be like, oh, it's cheaper, and go for something cheap, and then this does not look the same. That does not look as nice as this one here. I kind of want to go on now and buy one for my husband and my son. They're so jealous. They're like, "Is this for me? Why didn't you get me one?" Like, well, are you gardening? Well, I guess you could use it for more things than just gardening. Imagine you're out and you're fishing, you're camping. I think it would be a great product for definitely for camping, backpacking. You have to dig holes for a number of reasons when you're backpacking and camping, and I think it would be a great item to have in a bug out bag. So, if you're a prepper, you definitely need one of these. And if you're a gardener, you definitely need one of these. If you go camping and like the outdoors, I think this tool is going to really come in handy. All right, everybody, live long and prosper. You're going to see me using my Hori-Hori in my garden in upcoming videos. So hit that subscribe button, like, comment below. What do you think about this tool? Is it something that you would use? All right, I'll see you on the next video.